Well, hi there. Welcome back to another Market Street vlog. I'm Dylan Mangum. Welcome to Market Street. This is really the only spot that has a lot of light. Back there, I don't know if you can see it, but it's pretty dark. Let me show you. Let me show you how dark it is back there. All right, so I'm in my office right now. It's okay. There's really just like warm lights everywhere. One right there. It's really good on the eyes when I'm editing. But for these, I want to be able to like shoot in my office and stuff, and the lighting's terrible. So I'm gonna fix that real quick. All right, welcome to the equipment room. It's a mess in here. Ignore that right now because we are actually going to fix that today. But we'll go to 60 watt. Got to get a light stand. Yeah. Perfect. So my goal with this setup is we do some Zoom meetings sometimes, some Google Hangout meetings, but then also I want to shoot videos in here. But I want the angle to be like this. I like the sound panels in the background and everything, but the light's terrible, like really bad. If my computer screens were off, it'd be like that. So I'm gonna put a light in right here. I'm gonna put this little Godix light in right up in here, and we'll see if we can get some light bouncing off the wall, and maybe that'll help with whenever I do Zoom meetings as well as when I shoot these videos, because I'm a little bothered by the fact that my office is not a good shooting environment. Just realized that when I turned the camera on. So let's fix that real quick. That looks a lot better. Let's see what it looks like. Looks pretty good, I ain't gonna lie. All right, so I've got a new app on my phone today. It's called Todoist. I got a few videos that I gotta do today. 3 actually, 4. And then there's one that says make a plan to vlog for Market Street. I guess I can check that one off already. And after we edit, we're coming back and dealing with you guys. You're bothering me. I also need to clean up the office a little bit. It's a little messy. All right, so I finished some of the edits. I have to export one now to send it off to captions. That's gonna take about 2 hours. So I think it's now time to clean the studio a little bit. But look at this right here, first of all. Look at that GoPro looking down on me. That was a pretty good shot, wasn't it? So let's clean the equipment room first. So we usually try our best to keep this place clean, but with shoots in and out, we just got back from traveling to Utah. Everything's just kind of been on charging stations. We kind of had to switch some things around, and the place is a mess. So I don't know where I'm really going to start. I guess I need to get everything off the floor. So we have everything down here on the floor, C-stands just everywhere. So let's get that up first. You know what? It's gonna take a long time, so I'm just gonna like jump, and then everything's gonna be clean. So let me go jump real quick. Abracadabra. Perfect. All right, I gotta get the counter behind the camera cleaned up now, so let's do that real quick. Woo! Looks good. Charging stations, clean space. All of our cases down below. I call that a success. All right, time to go clean the next thing. And now it's all clean. Much better. All right, so speaking of staying tidy, staying clean, keeping things organized, I want to share a little pro tip with you today. It's definitely not something that I came up with. It's things that I've seen in the industry over the years. It was actually shared most recently by my friend Nick, who is heavily involved in the video production industry, and that is just keeping your gear nice and clean. Today I'm going to show you how we keep our red Komodo, all the cables and everything tidy around the camera, so when we go to a shoot, cables aren't hanging out everywhere, it's not getting caught on things, it's not in the way of how we operate the camera, and it just actually looks really good for an Instagram photo too. Yeah. It looks pretty nice. So I have everything set out here. Hey there, how's it going? And I'm gonna kind of put everything together first, and then we'll kind of go over exactly what I used and why I used it. I'll go ahead and tell you right now that the setup that I will have here is fairly expensive, but this is what we do on a daily basis. We've built up from that. Actually, here's a 5D Mark III that we shot on. More importantly, here's a 5D Mark II that we shot on. So we've shot on many different types of cameras over the years. But what I'm going to show you today and the things that I use to keep everything tidy, I picked them up on Amazon. I picked them up at Home Depot, and they cost me between $10 and $15. So if you really want to make your stuff look really nice when you take photos for Instagram, I'd highly recommend you use these products. But let me build everything first. All right, so now we have a fully built rig right here, but as you can see, we have wires hanging off. I'll turn around here. We have all these wires. And I mean, yeah, it looks great, but I mean, if I start walking around, these things are gonna get caught, they're gonna get pulled out. So in comes gear ties. So I got a bunch of gear ties right here. They're just these little tiny rubber bendable things that will just kind of go around. They're kind of, you want to call them zip ties or twisty ties, you can call them that, but they're coated in rubber, so when they wrap around a wire, they don't slip. And I've linked these down in the description below, so you can buy these and they will save your life. Kind of what I try to do is all of this under here, it's never going to be hit by anything when it's sitting on the table or anything like that. So I try to get the cable kind of like wrapped up in there a little bit. More importantly, this is our card slot for our CFast card for the red. So we want to make sure that we don't block this at all, and we don't block any of the cooling elements for the camera. We've got 3 cables that are coming off the monitor by itself. We got the SDI for video, we got the battery, which is, it's just a dummy battery that's coming all the way over to our V-mount. And then we have the red camera control. Sometimes we use this. If we wanted to, we could just put a regular battery on here, but then that just adds weight to the front of the camera. And when I put all this together, I try to balance it out where when I'm holding it by the handle, the camera will naturally balance and will always be at a level horizon. So we got 3 cables that I need to tie all together, bring down the side of the camera and over to where everything is over here. Now this right here, I can tuck under here under the battery. And that is a pretty clean looking setup.